Man, I had a great conversation with my spiritual mother. Hold up. I had a great conversation with my spiritual mother. God damn, I got something. Let me see something. I had a great conversation with my spiritual mother not too long ago. Um she told me that I was right about the Kundalini energy. I was right about Tiamat. Okay, this this uh this wonderful lady took me under her wing and welcomed me back to my culture. Excuse me, y'all. Because the forte name is French. The last name is French. It's Italian and French. And my family on my father's side, my grandfather, which is my father's father, was Creole, and he came from Louisiana. Um, she confirmed everything that I said about um, the Kundalini energy and about Tiamat. She also gave me a breakdown of Dembala, and she said that Dembala has a wife, which is the feminine aspect of him, and she said that was the yin and the yang. Now, y'all remember, every time I end this live, I always say, light and darkness. I said peace, love, and light and darkness, which is the yin and yang, and I say which is the masculine, the divine masculine and feminine. Remember, I always say that. So she confirmed it. And I was like, wow, the whole time, right? I didn't know. I'm just going by what I feel. I only go by what I feel. And my spiritual mother confirmed that. Peace, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? The my spiritual mother told me pretty much the yin and the yang, how Tiamat, she went over to teach the whole story about Tiamat real briefly and said that this planet is also called Tiamat. Give me a second, please. She said that this planet is also called Tiamat. How you doing? I was talking to my spiritual mother on my spiritual journey. Um, she was confirming about Tiamat. We was talking about spirituality. We was talking about stuff that's about to happen, and what could we face on what's going on. Um, we talked about this planet and how this planet is feminine and how the divine is actually feminine. And to confirm that, when you look at the word Kundalini, peace, how you doing? When you look at the word Kundalini, I've been telling y'all the word Kundalini means divine feminine energy. Oh, thank you so much. I keep telling y'all that the Kundalini is dealing with the divine feminine energy, which is also the serpentine energy, right? Which is dealing with the base, which is connected to the base of your spinal cord, which is connected to all hundreds of chakras in your body, but to activate the main 7/9 chakras in your body. And then what happens when they are activated, you get these powerful gifts spiritually. And then also it connects you back to this realm and the spirit realm, which makes you even more powerful. And it deals with frequencies and vibrations and tones and all of the above. But it's all dealing with the divine feminine energy. Point blank. Everybody know. And by that being said, she confirmed it just a few months ago. When I spoke to her, she was like, yeah, yeah. See, it's things that I gotta give her a shout out for, that she's confirming things and letting me know that I'm right and I'm not wrong, if that make any sense. Because sometimes it's good to learn from your teachers, and your teachers confirm things to you that you find out about. Um, so I just want to talk to you about that real brief, because this planet a lot of changes. And I've been saying that for a while now. And I kept on telling everybody she is feminine. This planet is feminine, and she's going through a metamorphosis. Okay, and a lot of us have to be on point with this, and they're bringing all these distractions and all these different agents to knock you off your path and off your frequency, and at the same time they don't want you to vibrate high. You to really start finding out and connecting the dots, because now there's a serious grand awakening happening across the planet. Let me see if I turn this. Maybe it'll stop me from lagging or something. There's a great awakening happening across the planet. Everybody's starting to wake up and realize that this whole thing's a joke. You know what I'm saying? The next thing that we got to pay attention to is the weather patterns, and keep our eyes on the weather. I keep saying that too. It's very important we focus and see what's going on with the weather, because when I say Tiamat is on an awakening, put this, she's on an awakening frenzy from her deep slumber. She really is. That's why you're seeing all these earthquake eruptions. I said all these earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Then at the same time, you're seeing a lot of sinkholes, landslides, and all the above. She is literally letting you know that she's an awakening being. And I really want the people to know that keep on calling themselves chosen. Listen, the chosen are totally connected to Tiamat. Tiamat created the whole entire galaxy. You gotta look up the story yourself. She have 10,000 titles, 10,000 names. I'm saying this stuff for a reason, because I really want everybody to really know what the hell is really going on. Everything on this planet, the galaxy and so on, is actually what they call feminine energy, a feminine force. When you look up the word Vistica Pisces, that is dealing with the divine womb. Okay? Which is in the Kabbalion is called the all, because everything came from the all. I don't know how to take that one, but I'm telling y'all, you can look this information up. I'm not making up anything. Now, when it come down to it, that base of the spinal cord is actually serpentine, because the spinal cord is the remnants of the so-called semen, or that when you were that semen, or they consider sperm, right? That was going like this inside your mother's womb. Just I'll listen to it soon. Just give me a second. So it starts moving like this. It starts moving like a serpent. Your spinal cord is the remainder, is the remnants of it, and the eyes. Okay, your eyes, that is your brain, that is connected to that. Like, this is stuff that you gotta look up yourself. I'm not just saying it to be saying it, but the point that I'm making is this: we have to get with the changes of the planet ourselves. Only a few are going to make it. They're chosen. You need to stop, because you don't know who's really chosen. You're thinking that you are, but you're living in your own illusion. Because y'all know that's how it's people making money. That's everybody trying to find the next hustle. This is not a hustle. Everybody want to feel important. That's understandable. Okay? That's understandable. But when it comes down to all of this, you really got to be in the know. Because everybody walking around like they knowing what the hell they're saying. But you got to actually use the receipts, references, and so on. You understand? It's not a joke. So she confirmed everything that I was saying about the Kundalini today and Tiamat. And she confirmed it today about the primordial mother. And I was like, I knew it. We got to realize how much our bodies is made out of water. I think it's 75 to 80%, or if not 70% of our bodies are made out of water. That's a lot to really start thinking about. Okay? How the numbers just started fluctuating yet again. It's crazy. You got all these people want to talk about frequencies and want to talk about being on a frequency, being and raising your vibrations. And okay, how can you raise your vibrations up? That's what we need to start asking questions. How can you raise your vibrations? What can you do to raise your vibrations? What do you got? I can give you a couple things. You can meditate, yes, but you also got to do shadow work. You got to constantly do shadow work every day. I told y'all, and I'm going to say it again, you're being judged by the heart chakra. If you have any ounce of hate in your heart, you're not going to make it to the next high vibrational energy. You're not going to make it to the next level on that. You're being judged by Mayat. I'm telling y'all, you're being judged. Mayat is also called Libra. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we're still in Libra season. Libra is also connected to the planet Venus. Don't believe me, look it up. Shout out to Dr. Malachi York and all the teachers that I learned from. Shout out to every teacher, every mentor that taught this young brother, your little big brother. I give him a shout out. Shout out to Asid Dugatis, all these brothers that's been talking about this. Y'all, this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, that this is serious. They don't want you to wake up. They don't want none of y'all to wake up. And I'm talking to the whole human family here. Like, they don't want none of y'all to wake up. You got things going on. How you doing, Starseed beloved? How you doing? I'm happy to see another Starseed on here. Love you. I love that. I love that. I love it. And I'm glad that you got the earth and everything, but Tiamat is waking up, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, why do you think all these earthquakes and all these hurricanes, all these, listen, it's not global warming like they're saying. It's not global warming. She is a living vessel. Those that heard her call, they are her children. Her children hears the call. She created all of them. She is the all. You are part reptilian and don't even realize it because you have brain. Look this stuff up. It's a book called The Kundalini and the Chakras. Look that book up. Purchase it, study it, get a PDF, whatever. Then you want to get a book called The Etheric Double. Okay? You also want to get a book called The Science of Breath. All right? Get the Kabbalion too. That can be used in that as well. The Right Use of Will. That's another book I recommend. I'm telling y'all stuff that's going to help you on the next level. Some people say to listen to listen to that. You can I listen to indigenous music. I listen to ancient Kemetic music when I'm meditating. It's another one that I listen to. It's a couple of them. Classical music. That's another form of raising your vibrations, because what people don't know, classical music raise your vibrations and activate the chakras as well. That when the Moors conquered Europe, they brought classical music to activate the chakras and also to use it as healing tones for the body. Don't believe me? Look that up. Let me see what other book I can recommend. I told y'all this book before, Psychic Self-Defense by Dion Fortune. Oh my goodness, what's the other one? There's a book called Past Life for Beginners. I forgot the author's name, because many of you had past lives too and you came back. Some people say, oh, you signed up for this. I'm gonna tell you what you did. You agreed to come back to this. You agreed to come back to this to bring forth the awareness and to wake up the people, to raise up their vibrations, and also be along with the planet, vibrate along with it. Because right now where we at, there is a lot of galactic forces, a lot of treaties that took place. There's also a lot of things that's been happening in the spirit realm, or may I say the multi-dimensional realm, that's coming into this realm. So I'm not going to go too heavy for y'all on that, but I'm just delivering a message that Tiamat is fully awakening. Tomorrow, if not Thursday, I'm going to show y'all a video. Shout out to Holistic Remedies 9. I had to make sure, that's why I had to look up to remember his name. Shout out to him. He showed a video when I told y'all when the veil is no more and everybody trying to say that it's been lifted. No, listen to me. The veil is gone. It's not lifted. It's gone. Because when those portals opened up, especially that Lion Gates portal, the last one we had, it merged with Tiamat. So now you're having people that see apparitions, what you call ghosts, and starting to see shadow people more. Now people are starting to see fairies. People are starting to see werewolves. There's a documentary that I watched like this summer that passed or the summer before that showed in Louisiana. They called them the Lugaroo or the Vugaroo. I can't pronounce it properly. But these are people that transform into werewolves, real werewolves. This is documented facts. I'm not making up none of this stuff. Now, hold on. There's stuff going on, my bad, y'all. Vampires are real. There's different forms of vampires and all of that. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm not making up none of the stuff that I'm saying. When I say the veil is gone, it's gone. But the brother, Holistic Remedies 9, he has a video showing a creature that is not of this realm that attacked, I think it was a lamb or a sheep, and a dog attacked it back. And it ran, and it looked at itself. You can see it in the picture, in the video. And that's not no AI, that's not no AI either. It's not no damn AI. I also showed a video on other live streams where a cat was fighting a pixie. And I think that happened in India. Don't y'all know that there's a certain being in India, if a man start abusing his wife, that there's a certain being that come after him? I forgot what they call it. That I saw that also on Instagram one day, and it showed the thing floating up and going into somebody's house. Listen, it's none of this stuff I'm saying is made up, y'all. Listen, the veil is gone. And now we're talking about October 31st. Oh, it's really going to be some shit. Excuse my language. Now, everybody want to know what I think about this whole thing with this. I'm going to tell you like this. I wouldn't get on it. I wouldn't get on it. Just saying, I wouldn't get on it. As I told y'all earlier, when I did the stream earlier on this channel of ours, that I'm trying to remember everything I said, because I said so much, because I rarely remember stuff that I say. I mentioned about all these agents doing overtime. I do remember that they doing overtime to what? To captivate your mind, your spirit. They want your etheric energy. They feed off your etheric energy through fear. I'm telling you, there's nothing to fear about. This is a part of the awakening process. There's nothing to fear at all. There's nothing to fear. Regardless of what I said the last stream I did today, earlier today, there's nothing to fear. All I'm doing is letting y'all know what they're trying to do. But I don't think they're going to succeed at it, though. Because they keep on pushing it. They keep on pushing it. Because a lot of their plans is not working. Because we have Tiamat working with us. And we also have our ancestors from the other side. And the multi-dimensions and also in the spirit realm is also helping too. I know I might sound weird to some of y'all. I do not care. I don't care. So my thing is, my spiritual mother confirmed it today about the divine feminine energy actually being the real creating force. that everybody keeps, and how she is connected to the spinal cord, with the base of the spinal cord, which is called the Kundalini, which is the divine feminine energy. Some people say divine feminine. Some people say that. Okay? So, to give you another lesson, another thing I want to share with you, for all of y'all that's probably that's chauvinistic, I want to say something to you. In the beginning of female first. You were a female first in your mother's womb. Real talk. Don't believe me, look that shit up. That's why the doctors, they couldn't so-called tell what gender you were. They didn't want to tell your mother that, though. There's documented facts that you were female first. And that part of the X broke off and it became a Y. I'm going to show a video also, probably Thursday or Friday, where a sister, thank you, Brother Pisces the King, if you're watching, their sister, forgot her name, but she broke it all down how we were females in our mother's womb in the beginning. Talking about the guys, the men. There's a reason why you have an X chromosome, then a Y. You start doing this research, start finding out who you really are. Then I also told y'all about how that Kundalini energy is also connected to the 33 vertebrae of your spinal cord. Where in your book, in that biblical text, they talk about Jacob's ladder. Jacob's ladder is your 33 vertebrae of your spinal cord, leading you to the Most High, which is your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is where you meet the Most High. But some of the people have been diluted and polluted and drugged, however you want to put it. The reason why they haven't went through their awakening stages yet. But the ones that have went through all of this stuff with these vaxes and all, still having your awakenings. That's because your DNA is stronger. That's because your scientific DNA, your spiritual DNA is stronger. Shout out to Conjure Queen for that. I don't want to take nobody's information and say it's mine. Okay? So if you hear me say a shout out to somebody, that's because I'm remembering what they saying and I did the research to back it up. So I'm just giving them all that credit. I'm giving them their quote unquote flowers. Okay? Trying to remember anything else. Keep your eyes, once again, on the weather patterns, please. Please keep your eyes on the weather patterns. Do not fall for the distractions that they putting out there. Listen, they're doing overtime. All of this stuff. The uproar, people starting protesters and all of that stuff. This was all a part of the program. There's a video that I played, another stream, I don't know how long ago. But I showed where a gentleman was talking about, do these so-called elites know who's chosen? And the AI told him yes, that they know who the chosen really are, and they have master astrologists, astronomers, and all of the above, and they use your birth chart. Your birth chart, which is your birth certificate, which connects them to your birth chart, which is your natal chart. And the people that you come across in your life, know it or not, they brought them there, that brought that negativity and chaos and confusion. They did all that and they brought that there to you. I know that sounds crazy, right? They brought all that there to you. They brought all of them there to you. And I'm talking to the ones that's been going through certain things in life, and that you went through hell and high water and you still here. Some of you probably had near-death experiences and you're still here. Look, where we at right now on this plane, there's an evolution that they're calling a revolution going on. That's what they're trying to say. This evolution is actually a revolution going on. That's why it's not being televised. And this is dealing with the higher parts of our awakening process that's taking place. There are more alignments taking place as we now speak, that's getting ready to activate those that's been going through certain trials and errors in life, that's been humble, that show divine love. Another thing that's about to take place is that many of you are going to finally get a lot of your spiritual gifts. Some of you were born with them, but this time they're going to enhance even to the highest level. You are what they call the X-Men. The X-Men represented the mitochondrial DNA. And I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't give a damn what y'all say. The mitochondrial DNA is only found in so-called black women. Look it up. I'm telling you. Because she was the original mother on this planet. Her mate was the original father on this planet. And I know people gonna be like, oh, that's prejudice. I'm not making up none of this stuff. Y'all been the lady playing, talking to the AI, and she broke it all down. The AI broke it all down about the original woman. It goes back to the mitochondria, which is the X chromosome, which is also connected to the 12 DNA strands of the planet. The 12 DNA strands, I mean, I'm saying on inside your vessel. The 12 portals or stargates are also connected to the chakras of Tiamat. Look it up, y'all. I'm not making up none of this stuff that I'm telling you. But anyway, all I gotta say, get ready, because those that are ready, that's been going through the trials and errors and been going through all kinds of what they consider hell, spiritually, because you done hung in there too goddamn long, and you've been going through all this hell and high water, and it's time for you to finally get your gifts and get just due. So don't let nobody tell you that you're not special. Cause talk to all you star children that know about what's going on with Tiamat. Y'all know what time it is. Some of you are light workers. Some of you are elementals. And the list goes on. You ain't seen nothing yet. Let that be known. Y'all about to find out. I am your little big brother Neg Adezo. I just wanted to say what I had to say. I want to let y'all know that I love all of you. Love, peace, light, darkness, which is dealing with the yin and the yang, which is the divine feminine and masculine brought forth together to bring supreme balance, which is dealing with the scales of the universe or the universe. I love all of you. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care. I'm out of here.